Hey and welcome. So this tutorial guide is just going to walk you through navigating the back end of your WordPress website. So what we're going to do is you're going to head to your domain name and then it will be wp-admin. And this is how you're going to log into your website. You'll pop in your email address or your username and then you'll pop in your password and you'll click login. Once you're here, you'll then be presented with your dashboard, and of course yours might look a little bit different to mine and might have a few things on there that look a bit different. If you want to amend your dashboard, you can do so by coming up here to the top right hand corner, clicking on screen options, and then unchecking or ticking the boxes for the items that you want to appear on your dashboard. I'm just going to hide that for now because I'm pretty happy with my dashboard. So let's navigate on over to the left-hand side and we'll see we've got our home, we've got updates, and that'll show us which plugins and which themes need to be updated. We'll then scroll down, we'll find posts, pages, comments, contact form, etc. And of course, depending on which plugins you have installed, there'll be different things that will be here on the left-hand side. You'll also have your settings, which you might want to look into and change a couple of the settings there. So you've got your general, your writing, your reading, and your permalinks. Now your plugins will all be under this plugins tab. And as you can see, I've got 5 plugins that need to be updated. So if I click on the plugins tab, that will bring up all the plugins that I have on my website. So that's a general overview of WordPress and the back end. It's pretty easy to navigate once you actually get the hang of it. So to create a blog post, you'll simply head to posts up here. If I click on all posts, it will show me an overview of all of the blog posts that I have on my website. That also shows me the draft ones and it shows me the scheduled ones. At the moment, I don't have any scheduled, I just have draft and I have published ones. So at the top here, I can also narrow that down and click on published and I can see I have 23 draft posts. Now to add a new blog post, what we'll do is we'll click on this button at the top here, which says add new. Okay, and that will bring up another page, and what we'll do is we'll pop in here the blog post title. We'll then head here and this is where we're going to put our content, and then we're going to add our media. Now you can choose any imagery that is already uploaded to your website, or you can actually go and upload files from your computer. So if it's saved on your desktop, you can either drag and you can drop it here, or you can select the files. When you're happy with the image that you want, you'll simply select it and you'll insert it into the post. Okay, and then you can carry on typing and adding more media. Now when you're adding your media, you want to make sure that the images that you're uploading are resized for the web. So that means nothing more than about 250 kilobytes. Anything over 500 is going a bit too much, and a 1 meg file is a big no-no when you're uploading to the web. I often use a handy tool called tinypng.com, so I will show you what it looks like. It's something I use for all my clients, and it is a super tool. And all you do is you find your image on your desktop and you drag it there, and it will shrink it down to size. And then you can download it and upload it to your website. So there we go. We've got our blog title, our content, our media. And then below here, we'll see our Yoast SEO settings. And this, of course, will only appear if you have the Yoast SEO plugin installed. Now coming over to the right-hand side here, we can see a couple of options with regards to publishing our post. So we can save it as a draft. We can actually preview it. So that will open in a new tab and you'll be able to see what your blog post is going to look like. We can then edit the status of our blog post, and obviously that will edit it to pending review or a draft. We can also change the visibility, so we can stick this post to the front page or create a password protected or make it a private blog post. Then if you'd like to publish your blog post in the future, you can edit here and schedule it for a later date. Now just note, under your settings, you want to make sure that the time of your blog or your website is set correctly. So you'll want to head to general. So I'm going to open here and just make sure that mine is set correctly. Otherwise, you might schedule your post for 2 o'clock today and you'll realize it actually doesn't go out, and it's because your time zone is not correct. So you'll change your time zone under settings and general. Then you'll come down here and you'll notice these categories, and of course I've already added categories to my website. I always recommend 3 to 5 categories, no more than that, and each blog post should go in its own separate category. This is also with regards to SEO. So to add a new category, you can either click on this button here and add new category, whatever the name is, you pop that in and you click add new category. And of course that will then check it and this blog post will go into the category. You can also look at your categories here on the left hand side. Okay, scrolling down, you can add tags. Now tags, you can have more than one, and you can again just add in your tag here and click add, and of course another tag, and we just click add. Okay, so post attribute is all to do with your theme. If your theme doesn't have this option, then this won't appear. Now featured image, this might be something that shows up on the home page. This is the main image. So again, you want to click on this button, upload a file, or select one from your media library. Okay, now once you've finished with it, you can publish it, or you can preview it, or you can schedule it for later. So let's have a preview and you'll notice it's looking amazing. And there we go. That's our blog post. Okay. So that's how a quick and easy way to add blog posts. And then let me show you how to add pages. So I'm going to go to pages here. I'm going to leave this because it will automatically delete it. Okay, so pages here. And there we go. So much like a blog post, you'll just click add new. You'll pop in the page title here. And you'll put in your content and you will add your media. Okay, and of course down below you'll see there's Yoast SEO. Now again, you'll notice you can also schedule this and you can look at the status of it and the visibility. You can also password protect these pages. You can also add in a featured image, so this is much like your blog posts. And once you're done, you can either preview, save draft, or publish it for later. Okay, so another thing that I want to show you is your menu. So if you head to Appearance and go to Menus, let's leave that and it's going to delete the page. You'll notice I have a primary menu that I have set up, and in my primary menu I've put a whole bunch of pages. Now I can also add custom links. So a custom link would be a URL that I pop in here and some text. I can also put a blog post here, so I can add that blog post here. And I can also change the name of the navigation label. So this is the label that appears at the top of your page or in the footer. And I can change that to perhaps latest blog post. Okay. So now if I look at my website, I've got start here, free courses, etc. If I click save menu and I refresh, then my latest blog post goes here. And of course it doesn't look so great, so I might want to remove something, or I might want to amend the layout of my theme. So I'm just going to remove it. So we simply click on the drop down box there and we click remove and click save. And again, if we refresh our page, you'll notice it's gone. Okay, so to create a menu, just click here, create new menu, and then you will assign it to wherever you want it in your theme. Now, if you've got a shop, you can also link to product categories, product tags. You can also link to categories in your blog post and templates, but this is all to do with Beaver Builder. So that's a simple run through of posts, pages, and your menus on your WordPress dashboard.